Good evening, everyone. My name is
Good
Astos.
morning, sir.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Astos. Currently, right now, I'm working with DIY Guru as a senior developer in embedded. I have done my bachelor's in electronics and telecommunications. Already, I have worked with many domains across many companies. I have worked with Dana, Softcon, Olicon, Graziano, and right now, I'm working with DIY Guru. So, okay, somebody is saying that, okay, explain in Hindi. Sorry, boss, okay, I cannot explain in Hindi because there are some audience yes, which are from outside of our country. Yes, I will explain the things in English. At sometimes I will explain the things in Hindi also. Okay. So these are, so let us start. Let us start this session and let us understand that right now, what are the challenges we are facing in EV. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 minute. Yes. So so in between, just I'm just sharing my screen. Please fill the attendance sheet also. I hope my screen is visible to all. Okay, fine. Yes, my screen is visible to all, everyone.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So first questions arises that right now, what are the challenges right now EV is facing in terms of skilled manpower? So I'm putting this question to the whole audience that what do you think? Okay, so whether we are facing any challenges to meet the skilled power in EV or not. So अभी मैं एक क्वेश्चन से पुट कर रहा हूँ टोटल होल ऑडियंस को कि क्या आपको लगता है कि स्किल्ड मैन पावर अभी हमारे पास कमी है या फिर अभी हमारे पास जो भी है ओके हमारे पास स्किल्ड मैन पावर वी डोंट नीड एनीवन ओके एंड क्या हमें कोई चैलेंजेस फेस कर रहे हैं ओके ईवी में टू मीट दिस स्किल्ड मैन पावर आई एम पुटिंग दिस क्वेश्चन टू द होल ऑडियंस टेल मी. So I'm asking this question to the whole audience. Okay, right now, are we facing any challenges regarding skilled manpower in EV sector? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Now tell me, right now, what are the domains? Excellent. Excellent. I'm thankful that okay, you guys are responding, and please do respond in this session. Okay, it will be interactive. I just want everyone to participate. So when I'm asking any question, अगर मैं कुछ question पूछ रहा हूँ, please participate करें और answer दे. Yes. So right now, actually, we are facing lack or sort we can say shortage of skilled manpower in EV because EV is new. This is understood. Everyone we know that okay, EV is new. EV is a new concept. We are transitioning from IC to EV. IC यानी कि internal combustion engine से हम अभी EV पे आ रहे हैं. तो that's why we are facing all these things. These are new technology. But question arises why? Why we are facing this situation? Anyone? Okay. कोई बता सकता है क्यों? Why? So why we are facing shortage of manpower?
There is no curriculum taught in any ITI or colleges regarding EV field.
Okay.
And this is for all new thing, new trend that electric vehicle is involving for this coming generation.
Okay. Okay. Apart from this, what others are thinking? Yes.
All the software and embedded system.
Okay. So you are saying that in software and embedded also we are facing problems. Okay. Davis. Okay. Yes. Anyone? Yes. अच्छा हिंदी में किसने बोला है हिंदी में ट्रेनिंग दो ओके हिंदी में हम ट्रेनिंग भी दे रहे हैं ओके डोंट वरी. अच्छा और क्या क्या रीजंस हो सकता है व्हाई वी आर एक्चुअली फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम्स और वी आर फेसिंग ओके लैक ऑफ स्किल्ड मैन पावर इन ईवी और क्या क्या रीजंस हो सकते हैं. हाँ ठीक है हमारा करिकुलम इन आवर करिकुलम वी डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉपर ईवी करिकुलम. यस अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस व्हाट अदर्स रीजन कैन बी. Yes, yes, Sonu. Okay, you can answer. You can answer. Yeah. Okay, so Shivam saying okay, new technology. Okay, Sonu is raising hand. Okay, Sonu, you can answer. Okay, you can answer. So, what are the reasons behind it? Yes. Okay, Imran is saying something. Yes, Imran.
सर बैटरी और कैन में इश्यू प्रॉब्लम आता है चार्जर.
Okay, only can और बैटरी में और कुछ. Okay. Yes.
चार्जर एंड बैटरी कैन इश्यू द BMS सिस्टम.
Yes, excellent, excellent, very good. Okay, apart from this, anything else? और कहाँ दिक्कत हो रही है और किस चीज पे हमें actually we are facing problems?
Sir, most technicians are not trained in a heavy specific system like BMS, CAN communication, and high voltage handling. Proper
Yes.
training and standardized certification can help build a stronger manpower in the coming years.
Okay, fine, very good.
And install a high prices, efficient driving range on like issues with charging infrastructure also.
Okay, fine. Okay, so in nutshell, we are actually facing many problems. Okay, let me just share my slide. Yes. So just I have put these 3 points here. The first point I can say that in our curriculum, we have not added anything. We can add meaningful things to the EV skill sets, right? मतलब हमारे पास हमारे curriculum में भी कुछ महीने पहले means before some time I just went to some NIT. I will not name that NIT. In that NIT itself, I find that there is nothing regarding embedded system. There is nothing regarding EV. And actually, I was surprised to that. Even if right now also, if you'll check, there will be less programs, BTech programs regarding to EV or MTech programs related to EV. तो हमारे पास अभी भी अगर आप चेक करोगे तो हमारे पास ऐसे बहुत कम प्रोग्राम्स मिलेंगे which is targeting bachelor's degree और which is targeting master's degree, right? और हमारे पास वो प्रॉपर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है जिससे कि हम स्टूडेंट को वो सारा चीजें हम पढ़ा सके. बट one thing you have to remember, EV में right now whatever things we are using in EV, they are complex, no doubt. They are complex, they are difficult to understand, they are difficult to operate. तो easy हो सकता है कुछ चीजों मायनों में, लेकिन मतलब अगर मैं मेंटेनेंस की साइड पे जाऊं तो काफी डिफिकल्ट फेसेस वी आर फेसिंग टू मेंटेन दैट आल्सो. ओके, बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स पे मैं देने वाला हूं. ओके, सो यस, सो वन पॉइंट इज देयर दैट इज हमारा यूनिवर्सिटी में हमारे पास ऐसे कुछ अच्छे करिकुलम्स नहीं है. ओके, दूसरा पॉइंट ये है कि हमारे पास वैसे कुछ अच्छे व्हाट आई विल से ओके मतलब training institute. Okay, I think yes, DY Guru we are one of the training institute, okay, which we are imparting all these things. Okay, वो चीजें भी नहीं है. Okay, ट्रेडिशनल ऑटोमेटिव अभी भी कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि दे आर स्टिकिंग टू IC, बिकॉज सी एक चीज आप ध्यान देना, by 2030 you will find less IC vehicles. To be very frank, आपको IC vehicles यानी कि इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन आपको कम मिलेगा. By 2030 maximum you will see one either a hybridized form EV, either hybridized form में आपको व्हीकल ऑटोमेटिव है या फिर वो प्योर इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल हो या फिर हाइड्रोजन फ्यूल सेल्स. रिमेंबर दिस, वी आर एक्चुअली लीपिंग इनटू डिफरेंट टेक्नोलॉजी. अभी हम EV के ऊपर ज्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं, बट आने वाले दिनों में हाइड्रोजन फ्यूल सेल भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम करेगा. ओके, सो यस, द क्वेश्चन, आर वी फाइंडिंग डिफिकल्टी in regarding to EV manpower, in regarding to EV technology? Answer is yes. So for that, what we can do, yes, one of the best best explanation that we can skill our manpower. Okay, we can skill our manpower as fast as possible in various programs, right? Okay, next, yes. So abhi, what are the challenges we are facing? Abhi जैसे we can say that in EV हमें कौन से डोमेन्स पे हमें काम करनी होती है. एनीवन, कैन एनीवन टेल मी इन व्हिच डोमेन्स राइट नाउ वी आर वर्किंग इन EV? व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट डोमेन्स इन EV? एनीवन, कोई बता सकता है क्या क्या डोमेन्स है EV में? अगर मैं EV में काम कर रहा हूँ तो मेरे पास
बैटरी मेंटेनेंस सिस्टम.
ओके, वन इज बैटरी, अनदर we have motor controlling system, we have
motor controlling system, embedded system, and this also
charging station.
Yes, okay, in regarding to charging also. So we have different domains, and these domains are very important, and these domains are difficult to understand, and these domains are new also. The basic thing is these domains are new, but one thing, even if it is new, you have to work, otherwise we will be lacking behind. Already we are lacking behind with means in regarding to China. If we'll say that, okay, if we'll compare in means in relation to EV, अगर मैं EV के लेंस में देखूं we are near about 10 years backward than China. Whatever China 10, 20 years, okay, I can say that, okay. Because it's right now in China, you can say many EV companies are coming. For best example is BYD, okay. Nothing to say about BYD. हम जानते हैं, okay, what type of competition right now BYD is giving to Tesla. But the main thing why BYD is giving competition to Tesla, because they are way ahead in terms of technology than the other companies, right? अभी वहाँ उसके regarding में एक दो questions मैं put करूँगा, but at the end of the session. But the answer is yes, we are actually having different domains. Okay, let us so आज के इस webinar में, so in this webinar we will explore some domains. Okay, in that domains what are the challenges we are facing, and in those domains what are the new things we have to learn. That is the basic major questions, right? Yes, so definitely we have skills mismatch, and that's why we are struggling. But to augment this mismatch, अगर इस mismatch को हमें cover करनी है तो हमारे पास वो different सारे expertise होने चाहिए, right? अच्छा, हाँ, अभी major question आ रहा है कि आपके लिए skilling क्यों जरूरी है? Yes, अभी हम मालूम हो गया कि नहीं, EV एक नया segment है, उसमें बहुत सारे domains हैं, so in that domains we don't have that power skill set. तो हमें क्या है, तो उसका solution क्या है? That means okay, we have to work on these domains or we have to work on these skill sets. तो आपके पास वो सारे skill sets होनी चाहिए ताकि आने वाले opportunities को आपको you can cash on those opportunities. आप वो सब opportunities को आप avail कर सको या फिर उसको उसमें आप काम कर सको. Okay, for example क्या क्या opportunities हैं हम आगे देखेंगे. अच्छा, क्या वो opportunities में अगर मैं उस domain पे काम कर रहा हूँ, let for example if I'm working in BMS domain, battery management system, will it give me a future-proof future-proof domain? The answer to some extent is yes. BMS में अगर कोई आज के टाइम पे काम कर रहा है, I'm giving one raw example. Embedded programming related to the BMS battery management system में अगर कोई काम कर रहा है, and I'm saying battery embedded domain में BMS, and that is to embedded. 4 साल का अगर मिनिमम एक्सपीरियंस है, 4 साल का, दैट इज टू इन ए गुड कंपनी. अगर 4 साल वो किसी कंपनी में काम किया है तो मिनिमम आई विल से 20 LPA इज द पैकेज. बिकॉज अभी भी इन इंडिया ऑल्सो यू विल फाइंड देयर आर वेरी हैंडफुल्स ऑफ पीपल्स. अगर आप BMS में आप देख सकते हो कि बहुत कम लोग हैं जो कि BMS में दे आर वेरी हाईली स्किलफुल, जो कि BMS का टोटल प्रोग्रामिंग कर सकते हैं, सारे पैरामीटर्स को मैच कर सकते हैं. ओके, तो ये आप उस रिगार्डिंग अगर देखोगे तो हमारे पास बहुत कम मैन पावर्स होंगे. तो अगर कोई बंदा ऐसा है जिसके पास 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, जिन्होंने अच्छे कंपनी पे काम किया हुआ है और एम्बेडेड प्रोफाइल में काम किया हुआ है, तो नॉट लेस देन 20 LPA. सो इन सिमिलर वे, सो अगर राइट नाउ सो आपके पास क्या है कि अगर आप इन सब जो डोमेन्स हमने बोला, बैटरी है, मोटर है, ADAS, AUTOSAR, एम्बेडेड सिस्टम, इवन इफ इन EV रिपेयरिंग ऑल्सो, अगर आप इन डोमेन्स पे काम कर रहे हैं तो आने वाले दिनों में आपका फ्यूचर, आई विल से इट इज ब्राइट. योर फ्यूचर इज ब्राइट इफ इट वर्किंग इन दिस डोमेन्स, राइट? अच्छा, यस. सो व्हाट आर द फ्यूचर में हमारे पास ऐसे कौन से डोमेन्स हैं, ओके, जहां पे हम बोल रहे हैं कि हाँ मैं ऑलरेडी ये 4-5 डोमेन बोल चुका हूँ. तो बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी, यस, बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी जो मैं बोल रहे हैं, आई एम सेइंग दिस बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी, मेनी थिंग्स कम्स, बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं. ऐसे नहीं कि एक चीज आएगा. मेरे जब बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी आएगा उसके अंदर सब कुछ आएगा. मीन्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई शुड हैव अ प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग रिगार्डिंग. मैं अभी उसमें आई एम नॉट यूजिंग स्लाइड्स. मैं स्लाइड्स यहाँ पे यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ. इफ आई विल यूज स्लाइड्स, ओके, मेनी थिंग आई कैन राइट, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू दैट. आई जस्ट वांट टू कीप दिस वेबिनार थोड़ा सा शॉर्ट रखूंगा मैं. ओके, स्क्रिप्ट्स जो चीजें हमें चाहिए, जस्ट आई विल जस्ट टच दोस पॉइंट्स. ओके, तो अगर मैं बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी की बात बोलूं, अगर मैं खाली लिथियम केमिस्ट्री की बात करूं, लिथियम केमिस्ट्री में भी हमारे पास नियर अबाउट वी हैव 5 to 6 केमिस्ट्रीज वी हैव, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव लिथियम मैंगनीज, लिथियम फॉस्फेट, लिथियम टाइटेनेट, many thing. Okay, lithium phosphate, lithium cobalt. So I am just saying 3 to 4 chemistries. वैसे हमारे पास बहुत सारे chemistries है, 2-3 extra more chemistries are there. When I'm saying battery technology, so you should know which chemistry you're using, which is my anode, which is my cathode, which is my electrolyte, what are the new technology are coming down in this. आप उसके ऊपर भी एक नजर आपको डालनी पड़ेगी. इसके अलावा, okay, apart from this, what are the parameters I have? For example, if I am integrating one बैटरी पैक, अगर मैं एक बैटरी पैक को इंटीग्रेट कर रहा हूँ, इन दैट व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टर्मिनोलॉजी आई नीड टू नो। अगर आप बीएमएस में काम कर रहे हैं, बैटरी पैक पे काम कर रहे हैं, आपको एक मिनिमम एक सेल के वोल्टेज से लेकर करंट से लेके you should know everything in the sense, for example you should know about SOC यानी कि state of charge, state of health, depth of discharge, कुछ ये तो कुछ मैं बोल रहा हूँ, इसके साथ बहुत कुछ है, each voltage का each cell का voltage से लेके everything, what do you mean by cell module, what do you mean by battery pack, what are the whole battery pack का कितना हमारा voltage है, current है, how, what do you mean by series connection, what do you mean by parallel connection. So all these things you need to know in battery technology. Okay. From the scratch, आपको scratch से लेके पूरा end तक आपको समझनी जरूरी है, right? अच्छा, अब आते हैं embedded system में. So what is the role of embedded system? Okay. Can anyone tell me what is the role of embedded system in EV? Anyone? 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 So what is the role of embedded system in EV? Why this is okay? Someone is saying that we ECU model working. Okay. So tell me, okay, how this embedded system is helpful in EV, or how this embedded system is used in EV? Tell me.
Embedded systems are basically the brain and nerves of an EV. They control, monitor, and coordinate almost every function in the vehicle.
Okay. In this regard, I'm just asking to the whole class, okay, or the whole group. So anyone, okay. So what is the use of microcontroller in this? Anyone?
Actually, I guess this is used for the CAN data, CAN formatting and CAN data sharing from throttle to controller and from controller to motor and everything.
Only CAN data? Okay, it's all right. Good, Ashish. That you have tried. Good, very good. So apart from this, okay, can anyone tell me what is the role of microcontroller in embedded system?
Sir, I think it is managing everything from motor to sensor, and CAN bus, BMS, and more functions.
Okay. Anyone, okay, who will give a try? That what do you understand by microcontroller? Please, I'm explaining this. I'm just requesting to the whole group. आप ऐसे लैंग्वेज बताएं ताकि जो हमारे पास अभी 74 या 75 स्टूडेंट्स हैं या फिर बंदे हैं, ओके, नॉट ऑल स्टूडेंट्स, अब दो द पर्संस हु हैज जस्ट जॉइंड दिस वेबिनार, दे विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि यस, हाँ, ये है माइक्रोकंट्रोलर. ओके, कोई बता सकता है सिंपल वर्ड?
Sir, can you speak in English also? Because mostly the role of microcontroller is like a CPU, memory, and input and outputs.
Okay, input and output. Okay. So can I say in layman language that it is somewhat like a it is somewhat like a computing device which is integrating a hardware and software? क्या मैं बोल सकता हूँ ये एक ऐसा डिवाइस है जिससे we are controlling, means we are integrating both the things, software and hardware? Yes or no? In software, actually we are flashing a program, and with the help of that program, actually I'm controlling some hardware, right? अगर किसी को समझ में नहीं आया, मैं थोड़ा सा हिंदी, see, in this webinar, beg your pardon, I have to use this both the language, English and Hindi occasionally, okay? Because there are some audience, okay, who is not able to understand purely in English. There is some audience, okay, which cannot understand Hindi. So I have to just make the middle path. So I will be explaining this thing in the English or as well as in Hindi. So एक मैं ऐसे बोल सकता हूँ कि माइक्रो कंट्रोलर एक ऐसा सिंपल, बिल्कुल लेमैन लैंग्वेज में एक ऐसी चीज है जिससे कि मैं एक सॉफ्टवेयर एंड हार्डवेयर दोनों को मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, आई कैन इंटीग्रेट दिस, दोनों को इंटीग्रेट करके आई कैन गेट सम मीनिंगफुल टास्क, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, अच्छा, which type of microcontrollers are used in embedded system in or EV? Anyone?
8086, 8051.
8051 is 8-bit. Okay. Apart from 8-bit, कोई बता सकता है कि हमारे पास किस टाइप के माइक्रो कंट्रोलर्स हम यूज करते हैं इस पे ईवी में? 32 बिट. ओके, एक्सीलेंट. STM32, excellent. Okay, yes. So when you come down to embedded system, you must have knowledge regarding microcontrollers. You must have knowledge regarding some programming language. Okay. Someone is going PDF show नहीं हो रही. Okay. Shivam, PDF नहीं, मैं I'm just explaining. Okay, PDF is not required at this time. Okay, so this is the PDF you can see. Okay. So whenever you are coming down to embedded system, first of all, you must have, okay, here I'm just using this slide little bit, okay, here. Give me 1 second. So when you come down to, this slide is visible to all, right, everyone? Yes?
Sir, visible.
Okay, okay, excellent. So this is my, embedded system. So when I am saying embedded system means, okay, beg your pardon for my handwriting. So when I am saying embedded system means you must have a software, you must have a hardware, and you must have a microcontroller. Software, I need to write this software with the help of some language. Language can be anything, C, C++, prominently used in embedded system. Yes, for some higher things, I will go for Python and Linux. But primary is these two things, okay, C, C++. Second, microcontroller. If I'm only sticking to microcontrollers which are used in EV, अगर मैं इस पॉइंट पे स्टिक कर रहा हूं कि जो माइक्रोकंट्रोलर्स मेरे ईवी पे यूज होते हैं, बेसिकली दे वर 32-bit माइक्रोकंट्रोलर्स, 32-bit माइक्रोकंट्रोलर्स. अच्छा, हार्डवेयर कैन बी एनीथिंग, हार्डवेयर कैन बी एनीथिंग, राइट? हार्डवेयर कैन बी ए मोटर, हार्डवेयर कैन बी बैटरी पैक, हार्डवेयर कैन बी सेंसर, hardware can be any printing device, LCD, OLED, anything, right? So these are some examples I'm giving. अच्छा, अभी इनमें से one of the major जो कि अभी का टाइम पे, अच्छा, कोई मुझे बोलेगा कि सर I'm not comfortable in, मैं comfortable नहीं हूँ embedded system में. So which domain? See, आज का टाइम पे you cannot say like this. If somebody is from mechanical background also, they are right now programming. वो भी प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे हैं, तो मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपको एम्बेडेड सिस्टम में सब कुछ मालूम हो, लेकिन इफ एटलीस्ट यू नो समथिंग सो दैट यू कैन वर्किंग इन मॉडल बेस्ड डिजाइनिंग, you can work in R&D, you have some basic knowledge, working knowledge regarding 32-bit microcontrollers, then also you are compatible to work in any R&D. In R&D, if somebody is working and not in embedded specific, I will say that person is also eligible, but for that you must have knowledge regarding 32-bit microcontroller. For example, I will come down. तो आपको 32-bit माइक्रोकंट्रोलर को नॉलेज बहुत जरूरी है. Remember this, money equal to your skill sets. If you have difficult skill sets, आप अगर ऐसे डोमेन पे काम कर रहे हैं जहां पे बंदे कम हैं, जहां पे स्किल सेट्स बहुत कम है, या फिर I will say बहुत डिफिकल्ट डोमेन है. फॉर एग्जांपल BMS is one of the difficult domains right now in the EV domain. अगर आपके पास, मैं बोला ना, BMS में डायरेक्टली वैसे कोई काम नहीं कर सकता. BMS में अगर कोई काम, if somebody is working in BMS means he has proper knowledge regarding the battery packs, battery chemistry, anode, everything, okay, electrodes, chemistry, and he's also good at calculations, different thing. Every means I will say that he's one of the best person and he has done a lot. Then only he is working in a BMS part. Yes, we have different engineers in BMS part में हमारे different engineers होते हैं. We have also hardware engineers, we have power electronics engineers, we have MBD, okay, those who are doing the simulation part in MATLAB, and those are also doing the programming part. But it's one of the difficult domains. Remember this. अच्छा, अब so we have three things. So if you see in embedded system, we have a software and a microcontroller and a hardware. Hardware can be anything, but yes, in EV we are using 32-bit microcontroller. Anyone, what do you understand by ECU? किसी को मालूम है? What do you understand by ECU?
Engine control unit.
Engine control unit. Okay.
Engine control unit, sir.
Electronic control unit, sir.
Yes.
Electronic
Shashank?
control unit, sir.
Electronic control unit.
Yes.
Control unit.
Yes. Excellent. Okay.
Electronic
Yes,
control
engine
unit.
control unit is there. Okay. But right. Okay. Fine. That is also correct. But we have.
डीजल इंजन पे होती है एंड इस पे ECU यूज कर सकते हैं.
Yes. We have also ECU, right? Okay. I'm not going deep. Just I'm giving overview because yes, we have audience from all types of domains, all types of segments. Yes, we have ECU, right? ECU means electronic control unit. I will not use slide. Okay, just for two, three things I am just using electronic control units. Acha. So then in this ECU, what I have a 32-bit microcontroller. In maximum cases, I am saying. So this is the highest one. 32-bit microcontroller is the highest, means specification is the highest one. We have 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit microcontroller. But maximum right now in EV, we are using 32-bit microcontroller in ECU. We have how many ECU on an average? Anyone? On an average in a EV, how many ECU we have? One.
3,
Anyone?
sir.
Sir, depending
More than
depending
100.
on functions like sensors, like hardware.
More than 100.
Okay, yes, someone is saying
Sir,
more
more
than
than
100.
70 to 100.
Yes, okay. On an average, okay, if I'll say average, it will be more than 70. Okay, but the number can goes more also. If it's a high-end car, or a high-end automotive or high-end EV, the number can goes up to more than 100 and more than 150, 120 also. It depends on the specification of the car. Because if you're using Ferrari and all, okay, in that my issue will be more. But if you're using WagonR and all, my issue will be less. So yes, so on average, it is more than 70. So we have understood that in my ECU, I have a 32-bit microcontroller. So what ECU is doing? ECU is doing actually controlling a peripheral. मेरे पास 70, अगर मैं simple layman language बोलूँ, मेरे पास more than 70 ECUs are there. So can I say that for my BMS, battery management system, क्या मेरे पास एक ECU है? Answer is yes. That in ECU, क्या है मेरे पास? So I have 32-bit microcontroller. Second question, okay. For my motor controlling, क्या मेरे पास एक ECU है? Yes, I have a dedicated ECU for motor controlling also. So what is the specification of this? Definitely it is a 32-bit microcontroller. So you can see this, that embedded system, whatever embedded system we are using in EV, in that I have a prominent 32-bit microcontrollers. तो जो भी embedded system में EV में use कर रहा हूँ, उसमें 32-bit microcontroller extensively used, right? So मेरे लिए as a person who is thinking about future, as a person who is interested in EV, as a person who is interested in embedded, person who is interested in hardware or in all these technological things, I should have a knowledge regarding this 32-bit microcontroller. तो मेरे पास वो 32-bit microcontroller का knowledge होने चाहिए. खाली मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि जो एम्बेडेड में जो ट्रबल शूटिंग में भी हैं आजकल, मेरे पास बहुत सारे ऐसे केसेस, मतलब कुछ लोग आते हैं जिनको ट्रबल शूटिंग करने में दिक्कत होती है. इफ यू वांट टू फ्लैश दैट, अगर आप उसमें प्रोग्रामिंग पार्ट में नहीं है, स्टिल अगर उसको खाली फ्लैश भी करना चाहते हैं, तब भी आपको 32-bit माइक्रोकंट्रोलर का मतलब ओवरव्यू होनी चाहिए. How many pins are there? How many peripherals are there? How to access the peripherals? What is the, अगर मैं एक simple एक sensor से integrate कर रहा हूँ, what are the basic things I need to know? So all these things are important. So मैं ज्यादा embedded system के ऊपर नहीं जा रहा हूँ अभी, तो हम एक चीज पे I am just explaining one point here in that second point. So embedded system, yes, we are using extensively in EV. In that embedded system, in EV, whatever we are using, actually the main thing, whatever we are using, that is 32-bit microcontroller. वो एक 32-bit, तो उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग हमें होने चाहिए. भले ही आपको प्रोग्रामिंग आती हो ना आती हो, दैट इज डिफरेंट थिंग, बट उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो ताकि आप दूसरे चीजों पे भी काम कर सकते हैं, राइट? ओके, द थर्ड डोमेन, ओके, तो व्हाट थर्ड डोमेन व्हिच इज प्रोमिनेंट नाउअडेज EV or in automotive is your ADAS. Okay, ADAS. Anyone who can tell me what do you mean by ADAS? तो बता सकता है
Advanced
ADAS?
driving assistant.
Yes, again, repeat it.
Sir, advanced driving assistant.
It's only that one. Anyone? Okay, कोई बता सकता है ADAS का मतलब क्या है? What do you understand by ADAS? I'm asking to the whole group.
सर, जो भी ADAS सिस्टम से ऑटोमेटिक कार चल रही हैं, दैट इज ADAS सिस्टम.
Data acquisition and control.
Camera and AI help monitor vehicle sounding and that all part.
Assisting
I'm
driver
just
in
asking to the whole.
driving.
Self driving, assistant driving is a ADAS and more feature in present.
Okay, just tell me what is the full form of ADAS? Tell me. Okay.
Advanced driver assistance system.
Excellent.
Advanced.
Excellent. Okay. Yes, advanced driver assistance system. So in that, what actually we are using? Anyone? So in this ADAS, okay, what things we are using?
we are using some sensors called lidar, radar, camera, and
Microcontroller.
ultrasonic sensors.
Yes, yes, excellent. Okay, yes. Apart from ADAS, okay, what do you understand by auto, sir? Anyone? Okay, I'm just see why I'm saying this, because these things are prominent, and in this thing, I will say there is a prominent. What I'm saying, not prominent. I will say there is a proper future is there. So in ADAS, yes, we have said something. In ADAS, we are using some peripherals which are very, very, very beneficial, and without this, ADAS is incomplete. Yes, we are using camera, we are using radar, we are using lidar, we are using ultrasonic sensor. I hope that whenever a new car is coming, you are coming across different types of ADAS feature. For example, in XEV and BEV, you must have gone through which ADAS it is using, ADAS 2.0 or 2.5 or 3. In that, which peripherals they have used. So all these things, I hope you are going through, because in this, I will say these are some domains. Okay, battery, embedded system, ADAS, AUTOSAR. So these are some prominent domains where there is a proper future, right? Okay. Now again, I'm giving one a small example. So there was a time when we are using a steering wheel. अगर हम एक steering wheel use कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें पहले कुछ एक mechanical वो device था यार, एक peripheral था मैं बोलूँगा. But right now we are using one term, power steering. Why you are using power steering? उसका मतलब क्या है, कोई बता सकता है? उसमें एक्चुअली क्या ऐसी चीज लगा है जिसे हम पावर स्टीयरिंग बोल रहे हैं, जिससे
पहले क्या होता था कि पावर स्टीयरिंग को घुमाने के लिए हमको बहुत ज्यादा ताकत लगानी पड़ती थी. अब जब से पावर स्टीयरिंग आया है तो हम एक उंगली से भी स्टीयरिंग को घुमा सकते हैं.
यस, वो उसके लिए क्या चीज है, ऐसे क्या चीज है जिसके हम, जैसे आप बोले कि उंगली से तो नहीं बोलूंगा कि इजीली हम वी कैन मूव द स्टीयरिंग, राइट? तो उसके साथ
इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर लगा है.
यस, मोटर लगा है, सिंपल. यस, सो वी हैव ए मोटर, वी हैव अटैच्ड वन मोटर. ओके, फाइन, ओके, गॉट इट. ओके, तो हम क्या करें, स्टीयरिंग के साथ एक मोटर लगाए. अगेन इन दैट मोटर आल्सो वी हैव सम प्रोग्रामिंग, एम्बेडेड प्रोग्रामिंग. तो बोला ना आप, यू नेम इट, everywhere is your embedded system. अच्छा, now you have power windows also. Again to means windows के लिए भी हमारे पास एक मोटर होती है, BLDC मोटर. You can go for the BLDC or you can go for servo. Again, अच्छा, same to steering, same to the wipers also. Wipers के लिए which things we are using? We are using servo motors, or sometimes also we are using BLDC motors. So you name it, everywhere embedded system will be there. Okay, so in that for that particular peripherals, जैसे अब मैं बोलूंगा कि BMS के लिए क्या काम कर रहा है, उसके अंदर क्या है, माइक्रो कंट्रोलर है. तो BMS के लिए क्या है, डेडिकेटेड ECU है. आंसर इज यस. सेम गोज टू मोटर कंट्रोलिंग, सेम गोज टू डिफरेंट पेरिफेरल्स. फॉर एग्जांपल एयरबैग सिस्टम के लिए क्या मेरे पास एक सिंपल ECU है. आंसर इज यस. उसमें भी एक 32-bit माइक्रो कंट्रोल लगा है, जिसके एयरबैग कंट्रोल सिस्टम इज ए मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स सिस्टम. ओके, वेरी वेरी इंटीग्रेटिंग माइक्रो कंट्रोलर, सेंसर्स, मेनी थिंग्स. ओके, so these are the domains which I want to emphasize. And इस सब domains में काम करना आज के time पे, I will say it is very, if somebody is working in these domains, he is very lucky. Even if you are in the testing side, development side, R&D side, good, I will say. Next, अच्छा, थोड़ा सा deep dive, ज़्यादा मैं इसमें अंदर नहीं जाऊँगा. तो if somebody is into this battery management system, he should know different types of chemistries. हमारे पास different types of chemistries है, NMC, NCA, LFP, titanate and all. Okay, और खाली क्या केमिस्ट्री के साथ वी शुड नो ऑल दिस थिंग, थर्मल रनवे, बहुत सारी चीजें, थर्मल रनवे, पावर डेंसिटी, एनर्जी डेंसिटी. सो व्हाट डू मीन बाय galvanic isolations, component level understanding में what are different of diodes which are used in this. So what do you mean by ये सब सारे चीजें हैं. Okay, then we have what do you mean by cell, module, pack level design consideration which are in my series, which are in the parallel. पैरेलल सीरीज से मेरा कितना आउटपुट आ रहा है, ये सारी चीजें मेरे उसमें बैटरी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम में आएंगे. ओके, नेक्स्ट, हाँ, ये सारी चीजें द सेम थिंग. बट हाँ, अगर थोड़ा सा BMS के बारे में थोड़ा सा अंदर जाएं तो क्या क्या चीजें, व्हाट आर द पैरामीटर्स वी आर कंट्रोलिंग. हम BMS में से कौन से पैरामीटर्स है जो कि हम कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, यस, वी आर कंट्रोलिंग टेम्परेचर, द मेजर पैरामीटर आई विल से. आज के टाइम पे अगर कोई व्हीकल्स, इफ देयर इज ए व्हीकल, 2-wheeler or a 4-wheeler, and it is catching fire, and if it is a EV, so one of the major reason is that the BMS is not working properly. And BMS programming is very tough, I will say. It's not that much easy. If somebody is working on this, I will say that good. Yes. So the major factor in this battery management system is your temperature. So maintaining the temperature is very crucial, right? So temperature, monitoring temperature, voltage, current, then we have different parameters. मैं उसके बारे में नहीं जानता हूँ because all these things you know, associates, depth of discharge, many things. Okay, cell balancing. So all these understanding is must. So if you are working, all these understanding in must. आज के टाइम पे कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज के मैं बोलूंगा प्रोफेसर्स भी हैं जिनको ये सब चीजें भी मालूम नहीं है. I am giving in writing, they cannot explain all these things. They are good in IC में उन्होंने काम किया हुआ है, IC को understanding है. Even if some professional in the corporate, not corporate, in the automotive domain also. Because we are getting some requirements from the person okay, who has already worked 15 साल 10 साल उन्होंने IC पे दिया हुआ है. लेकिन जब EV में आते हैं कुछ projects, when some projects is coming in EV, then not able to solve those things because they don't have proper understanding regarding motors, battery pack and battery management system or battery parameters. So ये सारे चीजें हैं. Yes, safety testing because EV is different from IC, उसका testing safety भी अलग होगा, right? Thermal management is very important. उसमें भी total एक chemistry है, total एक domain है BMS में, उसकी understanding भी बहुत जरूरी है so that my battery pack will not get any fire, right? Apart from this, now come down to the ये तो गया BMS के बारे में. अब थोड़ा सा embedded system के बारे में देखते हैं. तो embedded system कहाँ यूज हो रहा है हम जानते हैं. So embedded system में actually the main brain क्या है? Main brain is the 32-bit microcontroller, right? अच्छा, क्या चीजें हम कर सकते हैं embedded system में? Diagnostics, definitely we are able to diagnose the system because OBD system है. You will see some terms are used. कुछ terms यहाँ पे use किए हैं. Okay, OBD means onboard diagnostics. Again, for onboard diagnostics, we are also using some protocols. उसमें CAN वगैरह use होता है. UDS, I hope that you know about UDS. UDS means Unified Diagnostic Services, right? तो ये सारी चीजें अभी आज के टाइम पे for diagnostic purpose we are using OBD and UDS. इन सब चीजों में भी we are using protocols and somewhat embedded system. Functional safety is very important in embedded in EV or in automotive domain. AutoSAR क्या है? मैं इसको एक बार फिर से भी समझाऊंगा. Yes, and then what are the other things we are using in vehicle networks? Okay, vehicle networks में maximum in automotive we are using CAN FD. मतलब CAN का I will come down. Okay, what do you mean standard CAN? What do you mean extended CAN? ये चीजें अगर okay बाद में देखेंगे इसको. लेकिन ये सारी चीजें we are using, right? So what do you mean CAN FD, Lean, FlexRay, Ethernet? Right now Ethernet is slowly replacing CAN. So हम ये चीजें क्यों यूज करें? Because to connect different issues, connect सारे जितने भी ECU को हमें कनेक्ट करने के लिए we are using all these networks. अच्छा, कोई मुझे बता सकता है why we are using? हाँ ठीक है, okay. अगर कोई बता सकता है कि why we are using CAN in automotive? हम CAN को ज्यादा क्यों यूज करते हैं ऑटोमेटिक में?
सर क्योंकि हमको करंटली एंड इमीडिएटली डेटा ट्रांसफर और इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रांसफर के लिए, क्योंकि हम मतलब सडनली हमको किसी चीज के लिए एक्शन लेना है, मतलब हमको क्या है कि क्या चीजें चल रही हैं सिस्टम पे, हार्डवेयर सॉरी जो भी हार्डवेयर
वायरिंग करने के लिए.
सर जी हम बोले तो गाड़ी का रिकॉर्ड रहता है, उसमें कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आया तो उसमें डिटेल मालूम पड़ेगा. कैन फीडबैक के पीछे भी रिकॉर्ड मालूम पड़ेगा.
कुछ आया. Yes.
Okay. Any other thing? Okay. What do you understand by CAN?
CAN is very simple.
Sir, in simple terms, it is a communication protocol. In simple terms, it is a communication protocol.
Yes, see. I have different protocols, right? मेरे पास बहुत सारे protocols हैं. I have UART, I have SPI, I have I2C. But why I'm specific? I'm using CAN. So my question is why I'm using CAN. तो ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है. सिर्फ 2 वर्ड में कोई अगर आंसर देना चाहे तो दे सकता है. Simple.
It reduces the complex wiring.
Wiring.
Device to share real-time data.
Automobile vehicle.
Instant feedback signal.
रियल टाइम डेटा ट्रांसफर.
रियल टाइम डाटा ठीक है. मैं बोला ना सिंपल. अगर मैं बोलूँ तो अगर
CAN uses only 2 bytes. So Ethernet another.
It is used in industry from very long.
CAN में चार्जर के लिए भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, CAN तो बहुत सारी चीजों में यूज सकते हैं, लेकिन मेरा सिंपल ये कि मैं CAN को ही क्यों ज्यादा यूज करता हूँ ऑटोमेटिव ईवी में.
It doesn't have any
एक यूनिफाइड व्यू के लिए
यूनिफाइड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग one. So using the CAN One ECU will they sends the data to other ECUs. It's like a broadcasting method. So every ECUs might communicate with the informations.
Can connect all
Okay.
ECUs, sir. Is it right? Can connect all
Yes,
ECUs
yes,
like
yes,
BMS,
yes.
motor
Okay,
controller,
you have,
charger controller.
yes, yes. Can connect all issues and wiring will be less because here we are using which two things, can high and can low. Yes or no? Because see, if I'll come to can, okay, there are many things. Why you are using can transceiver? Why I'm going for differential signal? What is the can frame? Why I'm going for can extended? Why I'm not going for can standard? Many things will come. So if I will come down to this, but two major things are there. Why I'm going for can? The major things are error detection and error correction. Simple, two words. If I will summarize why CAN is used in EV or automotive, two things. One is your error detection and another is your error correction. So it has some inherent properties where it can correct also. So if there is an error during transmission of signals or message, so it has some inherent property that which can also correct that one. So there are two main properties for which CAN is extensively used. Yes, there are other reasons are there. Two wires are used, so means CAN high and CAN low for communications, and I can add many GCU, right? So there are many things. Okay, not only this, many things are there, but the two main prominent reasons is your CAN error detection and error correction. Okay, so for which CAN is extensively used. Okay, yes, okay. Now let us move forward. Okay, I should not give. Okay, so we will stuck. Otherwise, we'll stuck in one slide. So yes, we have now on proper understanding this that embedded system extensively used in EV. So for this, we are using microcontrollers. We are using some languages to write a code. We are using some protocols. Okay, and also right now also we are using some diagnostics tools and all, which are all already running in the embedded system, right? So these things are there. Okay. Apart from this, what other things you need to know? So if you are in the EV, only understanding of the component is not that sufficient. Apart from this, also you should have proper knowledge regarding power electronics, because once you have understanding regarding motor, understanding regarding the battery pack, now you should know how my energy is transferred from battery pack to the other peripherals or the other things, right? So in that, power electronics play a crucial role. मेरा एनर्जी वंस अगर मेरा एनर्जी स्टोर हो गया बैटरी पैक में, कैसे डिफरेंट मॉड्यूल्स के जा रहा है, डिफरेंट पेरिफेरल्स को जा रहा है, उसको अंडरस्टैंड करना भी बहुत जरूरी है. तो उसमें भी एक प्रॉपर साइंस है पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. ओके, इन दैट राइट नाउ वी आर यूजिंग व्हाट silicon SiC and gallium nitride. Okay, so all this, why these things are used? Okay, these things are playing right now a prominent role. अच्छा, इस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में और क्या क्या चीजें हैं? फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू सी इन ईवी वी हैव कन्वर्टर्स, वी हैव बक कन्वर्टर, वी हैव बूस्ट कन्वर्टर, we have different types of special diodes are used, special, for example, Zener diode, Schottky diode, we have light emitting diode, we have laser diodes, we have optocouplers. So all these things are used extensively in power electronics of EV. उस power electronics में सारे चीजें यूज हो रहा है. ओके, तो इसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग, so all this understanding also means understanding of these things also very, very important. Apart from this, many things are there. What even by PFC, power factor correction unit, why PFC is essential in your charging system in your EV, what even by galvanic isolations, all these are, we should know all these parameters. Okay, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. Apart from this, what other things we right now, अगर कोई EV डोमेन पे काम करना चाहता है तो और क्या क्या चीजें उससे मालूम होना चाहिए. So if you have hands-on knowledge regarding MATLAB is very important. MATLAB right now for simulation is used extensively everywhere. You name it, there will be MATLAB. आप EV automotive का अलावा where my MATLAB is used, it is also used in avionics, it is also used in biomedical extensively. बहुत सारे domains पे MATLAB बहुत use होता है, right? So with the help of MATLAB, what I can simulate a two-wheeler, four-wheeler, I can simulate the battery pack, I can simulate a inverter. So all these things. So apart from MATLAB, do we have another software? Okay, to simulate something? Yes, we have also ANSYS. So if you have some working knowledge with some softwares, how to use them, how to simulate those things, that will be also handy for you. Okay, so these things are there. Next, yes. So let me summarize the thing. So we will, if you'll summarize right now, so what are the domains right now, which are, I will say, which are which are in demand right now in the market? Yes, embedded is there, MATLAB, ADAS and AutoSAR. AI/ML, implementation of AI/ML in automotive, and knowledge regarding the SCAN and automotive network और Ethernet and all. Okay, so ये हमारे कुछ चीजें हैं जो कि आज के टाइम पे बहुत बहुत एक्सटेंसिवली यूज हो रहा है. अगर आपके इनके ऊपर नॉलेज है तो आई विल से इट इज गुड. अदरवाइज अगर नहीं है, ट्राई टू हैव नॉलेज इन दिस बिकॉज दीज आर फ्यूचर. इसके ऊपर टोटल अभी फ्यूचर है पूरा. टोटल आई विल से ऑटोमेटिक तो टोटल इनके ऊपर अभी बेस्ड ऑन दिस थिंग्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट. यस, डिमांड टेक्निकल डोमेन्स ये ऑलरेडी मैंने बोल चुका हूँ कि बैटरी बैक, पावर ट्रेन, सॉफ्टवेयर, फॉर्मर डायग्नोस्टिक्स आपका एम्बेडेड में आ जाएगा. ओके, थर्मल क्वालिटी ये भी एक है. तो ये सब चीजें हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. तो हमारे पास कुछ रेंज है राइट नाउ. तो जूनियर इंजीनियर इफ दे आर वर्किंग इन दिस डोमेन्स दे आर गेटिंग द पे पैकेज नियर अबाउट 4 to 6. मिडिल लेवल पे कुछ है, सीनियर कुछ लेवल में कुछ है. बट स्पेशलिस्ट आई विल से ओके, इफ समबडी कुछ आप स्पेशल डोमेन पे काम करे, आई विल डेफिनेटली से इट इज वो टफ होगा डेफिनेटली. एम्बेडेड सिस्टम इफ विल से इट इज टफ. मोटर कंट्रोलिंग इज टफ. बैटरी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम इज टफ. If you are going for this model based designing, okay, it is not that easy. वो भी tough होगा. Okay, लेकिन if you are working on these domains, okay, definitely your knowledge will be high and your bright future and pay package will be also good. Okay, so these are some scenarios, right? Yes. Now the major questions arises: how DIY Guru supports your journey, EV journey? क्या DIY Guru आपको कैसे इस सब चीजों पे आपको help करता है? Yes, we have. Yes. मैं आऊंगा, अभी मैं आऊंगा. I will come down to the questions and all. Okay, but let me complete this one. Okay, so how DIY Guru supports your EV journey? Yes, we have. First of all, let me say this line: whatever courses we have, all these courses are first of all affiliated by AICT and ASTC. Remember one thing, यहाँ पे इंडिया में मैं दूसरे के बारे में नहीं जानता हूँ, लेकिन DIY Guru में आपको जो भी कोर्सेस मिलते हैं, this is all affiliated by AICT and ASTC. मुझे ये बोलने की जरूरत है नहीं what do you mean by AICT and ASTC, right? Also we have tied up with IIT Guwahati for our PG program, जो कि हमारा one of the master program है 1 year का. उसके लिए we have tied up with IIT Guwahati and whatever certification we give in PG, that is in collaboration with IIT Guwahati. Apart from this, also we are now planning to tie up with IIT Jammu. Also we have tied up with Tata Technology. कुछ ये हैं, बहुत सारे क्रेडेंशियल्स के लिए बहुत सारे हमने FDP प्रोग्राम भी किया हुआ है. कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग हमारा बहुत सारा भी चल रहा है. ओके, इन पाइपलाइन हमारा भी मिंडा स्पार्क के साथ चल रहा है. ओके, तो ये सारे चीजें हैं. सो आपके ईवी जर्नी में हम कैसे आप हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. यस, वी हैव सम कस्टमाइज्ड प्रोग्राम्स, नैनो प्रोग्राम्स, PG program, and I have some CVT programs also as per your needs, as per your requirement. हमारे पास कुछ 3 months, 6 months and 1 year के प्रोग्राम, राइट. एंड क्या वो प्रोग्राम्स, रिमेंबर वन थिंग, सारे के सारे प्रोग्राम्स हमने सारे इंडस्ट्री लीडर के साथ कंसल्ट करके ही बनाया हुआ है. ऐसा नहीं कि रैंडमली वी हैव डन समथिंग, बट व्हाटएवर प्रोग्राम्स वी हैव डिजाइन्ड, वी हैव डेवलप्ड इन कंसल्टेशन विद द इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स. ओके, आप यस, उसके साथ क्या है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस व्हाटएवर प्रोग्राम्स, अगर आप कोई प्रोग्राम्स चूज करते हैं उसके साथ आपको कैप्स्टन्स प्रोजेक्ट्स मिलते हैं, वर्कशॉप मिलते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव 4-wheeler वर्कशॉप, 2-wheeler वर्कशॉप एंड वी हैव सम एम्बेडेड वर्कशॉप. तो अगर आप किसी प्रोग्राम पे एनरोल करते हैं, यू विल एक्सक्लूसिवली विल गेट दिस फैसिलिटीज. इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटी विल बी देयर एंड प्लेसमेंट असिस्टेंस एंड प्लेसमेंट सपोर्ट. तो ये सारी चीजें हैं. तो वंस इफ आर एनरोल्ड इन आवर प्रोग्राम, आपको ये सारी चीजें मिलेंगी हैंड्स टू ऑन. ओके, हैंड्स टू ऑन. तो next slide, so that will be the end of the slide. Yes, so if you are choosing someone, तो कैसे आप start कर सकते हैं. So you have to, first of all, you have to give a small test type का आप देख सकते हो, दे सकते हो. Access your skill, क्या आपके जानना अगर चाहते हो कि मेरे पास how many means what skill sets I have. If you want to means check yourself, you can give a test, small test. Then you can choose the program as per requirement. Then you can start studying, get certified, and then try to land a dream job. Okay, so this is the path forward. Okay, now I will take some questions. Okay, any questions? Okay, regarding anything you want to ask, आप पूछ सकते हो.
Sir, how many? Sir, theory part how many months and the practical part how many months in long-term PG course?
Yes, Samuel, it is better. See, theory will be there and practical will be there. Practical will be, you will be doing in the workshops. Okay, it's not in theory, what I will say. In projects also, we will be doing many things. Because see, not we can say that theory. Okay, let me open my camera also. Let me show you one thing. Okay, but let me give one precondition here. Okay, actually, okay, this is visible. My camera is on, so this
Yes,
is
sir.
visible. This kit is visible. See,
Yes, sir,
this
visible.
kit is actually in the developmental phase. Okay, somebody is saying that, okay, I have not get my kit and all. Remember this. This kit, what we are developing right now, we are developing with one of our partner, and this is an exclusively kit, and we are actually simulating the EV environment here. EV environment means, for example, we have a display unit, we have two controllers, we are communicating with CAN, we have a charging discharging module, we have a battery pack, we have single battery pack, we are simulating those parameters in the OLED. So all these things. So if somebody will say that, okay, for example, I'm explaining all these things, you have the kit, so you will in your home, you have to do the projects. So you cannot say that, okay, theory part will be there, whichever is necessary. But whenever there is a necessary for the hardware part, programming part, you have to do. For example, if I'm taking the 32-bit microcontroller programming, I will say there are very less programming, theory, maximum programming part and maximum hardware part. For each project, there will be a hardware part. If you write a small code for LED also, you have to perform that with the LED simulation also. So in that, you cannot say that, okay, I have only theory part, right? Okay. Apart from this also, we have some test benches. So if somebody is enrolling in our PG courses or nano courses, okay, he will be get hands-on on our workshop. In workshop, we have some test benches. I can show you the test benches. We have some test benches to find out the efficiency of the BLDC motor, test benches regarding the EVAC kit. So we have many things, right? Okay, next.
Sir, we are having in offline courses, sir.
Yes, offline courses we have CBT one. Okay, my colleague, okay, my colleague who is in sales, basically Bhupender, Jisan, they will guide you. So please be in contact with them. They will also state you, okay, which are the offline programs, right? Okay. Apart from this, anyone who want
Sorry,
to
if
ask
I
you?
want to enter in embedded system, so in automotive, what more requirement we want to master before going to embedded development or embedded system?
First of all, you must have working knowledge in C, not I will say C++. In C, some knowledge regarding C++. Start working in 8-bit, start working in 8-bit bare metal programming. Not I will say whatever programming you are doing, with that you must have some hardware, right? Because whatever after this 8-bit, you can come down to 32-bit. In 32-bit, you can cover any good microcontroller, for example, STM or Texas Instrument or Renesas, right? Okay, next question. Anyone?
Sir, hello. So
Yes.
I wanted to know the scope of the battery modeling in India because I studied from the UK University in Warwick, and they were collaborating with JLR and Tata Technologies, and they had main research on battery modeling. So what is the scope of battery modeling in India, and is it extensively used? And if I'm actually interested in this field, so what course should I follow if I want to pursue this battery modeling thing?
Yes, battery modeling is very essential because see, battery modeling means you are going to some extent, I will say you are going for the BMS, right? Okay, for
Yes.
battery modeling, if you are going, you have to analyze many things. For battery modeling, you are going, you will analyze the thermal properties, many things are there, right? For example, if you are using MATLAB, you have to simulate for the current, voltage and temperature also. If you are using ANSYS, you can get to know what are thermal properties of my battery pack. But answer is yes, and it will be extensively used. See, all these, whatever domains I have said, these are future. And definitely what you have said that, so is there any future? Answer is yes, future is what I will say, future will depend because battery management system is extensively used, not only in EV, it is used in satellites, it is also used for solar because somebody is using solar, in that also we are using battery and we are also using battery management system. So wherever we are using, just give me 1 second actually. Yes, okay. So wherever I am using battery pack, so battery simulation will be must, BMS will be must. So I must be also embedded system for that also is a must. So all these things will be there. And if a bigger company is there, okay, he will that company will extensively means they will spend a lot of money in the R&D because they will be in the thinking that okay that BMS should not the BMS should work properly, right? So definitely all these things are there. Okay. The future, I will say that in BMS is very bright. And right now in BMS also, you will say there are few engineers, okay, who are right now working in this BMS domain. That is difficult domain. Yeah. Next.
Sir, I have one question regarding CAN bus.
CAN bus.
Yeah.
Olu,
The question is
do one thing. Okay,
during
see.
your presentation, you mentioned that automotive Ethernet. Is it a right way to start enrolling the CAN related technology? Because we had some myth that automotive Ethernet soon will replace CAN bus. Is it true or I just wanted to know from your end.
Yes, see, things are there. Somebody is saying, see, it is not going to happen in one day, right? But understanding of the CAN is very important. Slowly, someone is saying that, okay, Ethernet might take the place of CAN, but it is not, I will say, impossible, but it can take place after 10 to 15 years. But right now, CAN is important, right? Understanding of the CAN is very important. That is to whatever CAN right now we are using. For example, first of all, you should understand CAN standard. Then you should go for the extended. Why you are going for extended? What are the frame bits? Understanding of all these things and how we are implementing in the development part. Testing part is there. So if you say CAN, testing part is there, development part is there, hardware understanding is also there. So all these things are important. So yes. Okay. Next. Okay, guys, do one thing. Whatever technical doubts you have, you can book one-to-one session. Okay, technical doubts with me or with any of my colleagues in DIY Guru. Yes. Any other doubts you have? Okay, regarding. Okay, tell me.
Yes, sir. Actually, my name is Aris Malaga.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in EVDO for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I have worked with the BMS and battery manufacturing industry.
Mm-hmm.
There, most of the time, I have done only the physical work,
Mm-hmm.
not related to systems. Only the designing and manufacturing, defects and everything.
Okay. Okay, Asis, do one thing. Okay, just book one session.
After that, take it to will company. Actually, I'm looking for career growth. I haven't learned from.
Okay. See.
So
Okay.
mainly in office work, and I want to
Yes.
work.
Fine. Asis, okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, see, Asis.
So
Yes.
is there
See,
any opportunity?
Samuel, Asis. Okay. Anyone who has any doubt regarding anything, please, I will request. Please book one-to-one session. It will be more fruitful. Okay. I will be giving more time. Okay. I can give 20 minutes or 30 minutes like that. So better you just book one-to-one session. Okay. Just contact with our DIY Guru. Yes. Okay. DIY Guru persons. Okay. So, okay. So here actually I'm.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anyone? Okay. Attendance. Okay. Please. Okay. Please go through the attendance, please. Okay.
हेलो सर बैटरी अपना LFP सेल जो है उसका आईआर कितना आया तक चलता है?
देखो रियाज, कुछ भी अगर आपके पास कुछ भी टेक्निकल डाउट्स है, एक बार बुक करो, एक बार देखेंगे सारा। ओके, आप बुक करो कि दिन माय टीम एक बार वो भी करो कि कौन से चीज में चाहिए। और टेक्निकल टीम
मुझे सिर्फ आईआर का ही प्रॉब्लम कहाँ तक है पता चलना चाहिए, क्योंकि बैटरी का काम कर रहा हूँ मैं।
बिल्कुल देखो रियाज, एक काम करो, एक टेक्निकल डाउट सेशन बुक करो हमारे साथ, देन यू विल गेट इट।
जी सर जी सर ओके।
Yes, actually my colleague Jisan, okay, he is dropping some message. Please go through this message and please fill the attendance request. Humble request to all.
If you have any doubt regarding the admission and program details, you can connect with me. I'm sharing my personal number on chat, okay, and also I'm pinging the number. Please write down my number. Also, I'm sharing my mail ID. You can drop the mail.
Yes, please, my humble request to all, please connect with Jisan. Please, he is dropping his mail ID, he's dropping his number. Please book one-to-one session with any technical person. Okay, we will guide you. Perfectly, we will guide you. Okay, right now, Aditi, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, now floor, yes, the floor becomes, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So, what's an amazing and insightful session we have had today. A big thank you to Mr. Ashutosh, sir, for sharing such practical and valuable knowledge about electric mobility, embedded system, and the industry expectations for future engineers. Sir, your guidance has definitely given all of us a clear direction for 2026 and beyond. Learners, I hope you also felt that spark, right? And the motivation to upskill, explore, and build something meaningful in the EV domain. If today's session have gave you even one new learning or new push, then the purpose is fulfilled. Before we wrap, please make sure to fill out the attendance form, share in the chat to receive your e-certificates. And as promised earlier, you will also get an early access to EVAthon 2026. So stay tuned for the further updates. Now, I would like to hear from all of you. What was your key takeaways from today's session? Anyone?
Get to know that about how industry is evolving, and workforce need to be better on this, and MPT how to enter this domain as per skills which required.
Okay, so anyone who would like to talk about what did you enjoy the most in today's session? What are you excited to learn in next? Anyone? What did you enjoy the most in today's session? Okay, so I express my sincere gratitude once again.
Aditi, I have one question. This is Tilak. That EVAthon, where we can access that link.
Hello. Mr. Tilak, I have shared my number in the chat box. If you are having any doubts and query, please reach out to me.
Okay.
So I would like to express my sincere gratitude and thank you so much once again for your time and participation. Wishing you all the very best in your future mobility journey. Have a great evening, everyone. This is Aditi from DIY Guru signing off. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.